Hi friends, welcome to my clear of the Atlasdam level 100 NPC. There are two major gimmicks to this fight. The first is that every other turn, and every 3 turns after her second break, she's going to prep an aura attack that always goes last and deals strong AoE damage and puts SP drain on your allies. The second major gimmick is that every single time you break her, her shields will increase from a base of 22 to 24 to 27 to 32 to 34 and finally 35. She has 340 speed and 643,000 HP. She also has a base regen of around 3,000 per turn that increases as the fight goes on. Because she primarily does random target physical damage outside of her aura attacks, my team composition is going to be built around using Tressa as a dodge tank. We're going to be doing 2 versions of this run, one using Alphen and his pomegranate skills, and the other is going to be replacing him with Lumis. If you want to replicate this run, you're going to have to make sure that Tressa is faster than both the NPC and Lynette to be faster than your nukers and the NPC, and Viola to be faster than the NPC. The 3 allies used in this clear are the 3x Axe unit from Clearbrook, the announcer buff that's found in Victor's Hollow, and finally a new debuffing unit found right outside her house in Atlasdam. The beginning of turn 1 has a little bit of RNG because she uses a 3x random target attack which can take out 1 unit. Ideally you want to have Sophia in the backline so she doesn't get hit and she can maintain her passive throughout the fight. The Alphen version of the clear is very liberal with the use of the ally, since we want to maximize break damage. Like I mentioned earlier, in this part of the fight, every other turn she's going to prep her aura attack, which makes her go last. To avoid her AoE attack and SP drain, we're going to make sure we break her, while also prepping Tressa to dodge tank after she comes out of her break. At this point of the fight, Sophia caps Ice Resist down. We will also use the Victor's Hollow NPC here to buff Sophia, Cyrus, and Gertrude. Here you can see the reason why I said Tressa must be faster than Lynette, otherwise her buff will not hit Gertrude. Unfortunately, due to having to break her this turn, Gertrude is unable to attack during break. Finally, we're going to use the new Atlasdam NPC to cap her defense down. After the break, she's going to increase her shields to 24 and use a physical attack either 1 time or 3 times that should target Tressa and she will dodge the attack. If you're doing the Lumis version of this clear, you're going to want to reset until she uses her 1-time attack. Because we haven't broken her twice yet, right now she will still continue to use her aura attack every other turn. For this break, we should be optimized to deal maximum damage because all of our buffs are on the correct individuals and we have maximum debuffs. Thanks to the announcer, Sophia and Cyrus should both have 30% elemental attack up. Gertrude should also have 30% physical attack up. Thanks to Alphen, they can both continue to spam 3 BP per turn. After coming out of this break, she's going to increase her shields to 27 and then cast an ability that allows her to go twice the next turn. This allows her to attack Tressa up to 6 times per turn, which adds a little bit of RNG to the fight because it's hard to stack that many sidesteps. By having Tressa outspeed the NPC, she's able to sidestep before she attacks and also get enough dodge stacks so that she can dodge all 4 of her attacks this turn. For this version of the clear, we want to try to make sure that we get as low shield as possible so that we can get the maximum out of Alphen's pomegranate skill next turn. Now that she has been broken twice, she's going to be using her aura ability every 3rd turn that allows for Cyrus to initiate the break, even though he's slower than her. All of your main nuking units should still be fully buffed, and she should also remain fully debuffed. In this version of the clear, I got pretty lucky on turn 1 that she decided to get Alphen down to 1 HP, which allows his last stand to do extra damage. However, even if we didn't have that, Gertrude should have enough damage to take her out this turn. For those that lack Alphen, this is the turn-by-turn clear order. You will likely require 1 extra break compared to what we accomplished with Alphen. We're going to start the fight here on turn 10, where we deviate from the previous strategy. Instead of having Lumis attack, we're going to have Tressa come to the front so that she can absorb the attacks after the NPC comes out of her break. Unlike the previous clear, the buffs and debuffs are going to expire, so we're going to bring Viola to the front to continue her debuff. Although it's not shown here, in the previous interbreak period we had to bring Lynette to the front to continue our buffs. We also want to save the usage of our 3x Axe allied for this final interbreak period, because that allows us to shave all 32 shields within 2 turns. Additionally, since we don't have Alphen, there really isn't as much of a benefit to try to shield shave as heavily in the early phase of the fight. Since we have broken her more than 2 times, she's going to be using her aura attack on the 3rd turn after her break. By replacing Alphen with Lumis, we really only extend the entire fight by 3 or 4 turns, and requiring 1 extra break cycle compared to the Alphen clear. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck on your clears.